Hello and welcome to part 3 of Connecting and Channeling Valeria Marquez. I have been receiving tons of questions. A lot of you have expressed interest in knowing what's going on with Erika. What was her involvement, if any, in this terrible tragedy? What is her mindset? What's she feeling? What is she going through at this current moment? So I'm going to do things a little differently this video. I'm going to pull some cards on Erika. We're going to see what shows up. We're going to see if any other people do come through in this reading. I'm open to receiving any information that if you are new here, welcome. My name is the Los Angeles Medium. I am a psychic medium, which means that I am able to connect. This is part 3. If you have not already watched part 1 and 2, please go back to my channel. Make sure you check those videos out. It's already just like very, very heavy energy just from this whole situation. So I feel like it's getting darker. Like there's still more happening with the entire case, and that could be like things being hidden, that can be people being paid off, that could be people being told to stay quiet. That's the first impression that I receive energetically. This kind of confirms what everyone else has been saying, right? A lot of people have been saying that this was a destiny swap, which means pretty much that someone was trying to take all of Valeria's blessings. They were trying to have her life. What I'm seeing in the first card here, take a look at the artwork. That is like the crowning of a new queen, right? This is somebody getting that anointing, getting that crown. It's also associated with the crown chakra. We know what happened. We know the injuries that she sustained. So this first card, when I'm reading into Erika specifically, it would tell me that she is involved in the crowning of like a new queen. So again, if we're talking about destiny swap, that kind of lines up there. There looks like there is an older woman that's also involved in here somehow, behind the scenes, pulling the strings, behind the curtains, knows a lot of information. The mastermind, someone who has done this before, someone who has done this to a lot of people before, somebody that is very skilled in this. I will leave the cards and artwork up for you at the end of this video so you guys could check them out yourself as well. Erika, so this is somebody that is, look at the clown here, right here. What we're seeing is somebody that is like a two-face, somebody that had ill intentions. The mask is off. So someone currently, which is Erika, has taken off their mask. A lot of people are seeing her for what she was. These cards also have a lot of connections to like circus energy, and circus energy is like the deep, the dark, ritualistic humiliation that was all involved in what happened to Valeria. So this was not only a crime, this tragedy. I feel like there was also some type of ritualistic representation in here, and that's showing with the dark circus energy. We're getting the pentacles, we're getting the mask being taken off, and somebody just having that two-face of ill intentions. So that friendship, was she ever a friend? Was she ever like a loyal employee? I don't think so. We're also seeing a lot of sexual energy, control, and I don't know if I can show this card, but I will do it anyways. So it looks like entertainment, right? It looks like adult, it looks like control, but look at the man just sitting back and kind of enjoying, right? And there's a woman that is leading with her sacred feminine. So this could be a woman that's very attractive, someone that's using her assets to get attention, but there's a guy behind us just watching, right? What does that make you feel? For me, that would be like somebody is watching this all unfold, which leads me to believe that what I'm getting here is the connection that someone that was responsible for this and that played a big role in this actually watched the events play out. Now, when this comes in tied directly to Erika, I believe that she knew. So everyone's like, Erika was supposed to turn off the camera, and that's what these text messages said, right? I don't think so. I think Erika was supposed to make sure that the camera was on, that she was live streaming, because this monster, this person that was responsible, these people that were responsible wanted to see it play out. So when you see that, of that sexual sacred energy, somebody actually gets off on this shit. So whoever was responsible to this, and I think we're going to find out who that is very soon, they were getting off on this. This also had a weird dark side to it. If they wanted to see this play out, they've done it to multiple people. A lot of you know that already. This person has done this to multiple people, maybe has them recorded, already has videos, but somebody that was responsible watched this unfold, which is sickening. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups that is representing Valeria. The Queen of Cups is someone that's very gentle, someone that's nurturing, somebody that's a mentor, somebody that's highly intuitive. And I feel like it's very important for this card to show up because we do know that Valeria's intuition was hitting on that day. And she was like, I don't want to stay. If you watch the video, she's like, wait, me quieren matar. So she's like, they want to unalive me. She was saying this. So I feel that this card is representing her. She's coming through right now using the cards to give us information on what's going on. If I'm asking like what exactly happened and why did this play out, she's showing the gossip and the rumors and the eyes and the jealousy, right? The evil eye with the piercing going right through it. So this has a lot to do with people envying her, people watching her, a lot of gossip and a lot of stories and word of mouth. And there's a lot of lies that are going to be uncovered. So the person that assisted in this was fed lies, and they took Valeria and made her seem like she was a terrible person. And a lot of you, there's a lot of negative commentary you see about her, about you guys talking and criticizing her lifestyle or how she looked and judging her. But she was a very sweet girl. Other people say differently about her. But what's showing up here is that she feels that a lot of people viewed her in a bad light, and that made it easier for people to want to harm her. The Fool card is representing new opportunities and somebody getting away, somebody going into the sunset, somebody starting a new life, packing up all their shit, packing up their bags and leaving, trying to ride off into the sunset, right? But with the Fool card, we're also getting that there's a lot of trickery going on. So there's a lot of stories, and I believe that this case has been infiltrated. I believe that there may be some creators or there may be some people in the media and the tabloids that are actually paid off, and they're leaving little Easter eggs to throw people off in a completely different direction. So everyone thinks that they have the storyline already. Everyone thinks they know what happened, right? There's a lot of information that's been collected and gathered, but that information has been selected. It's been picked. It's been spoon-fed to you guys, so you don't have to use any critical thinking. So a lot of you guys are actually on the wrong path of what's happening here in the case, and that's going to be blown wide open as the weeks go on. So you guys need to stay vigilant, do your own research. Don't believe everything that you see and hear. Dig, because the information is out there. Digital footprints, information, everything is out there. Fuck, that was a lot of information. Not too much on Erika. So now let me jump into Erika's energy. So if anyone knows her, and this will come to light, she is a dark person. She is somebody that is an atheist, somebody that might be worshiping into more of the occult, into deities, into darkness. There's a lot of worshiping of what I'm seeing is like of a goat. I am seeing rituals. I am seeing sacrifices. And I believe that there were rituals done by Erika leading up to this. They're talking about the full moon, and they're talking about how this was a full moon sacrifice and that Erika was somehow involved in this. They're pointing me directly to Erika's mom, to the mother figure, the older woman that was showing up in the cards. You guys need to look into who she is, whether this is a lady that raised her or was actually her blood mother. There is a mother figure, older woman connected to Erika that does satanic worship, that does satanic sacrifice. It's out there. You guys need to dig it up and bring it back. Fetch that information, send it to me, post it. Post it like crazy because the information is out there. There was always anger with Erika, is what I'm getting from Valeria. It's like there is jealousy. She straight up says that, she uses a word that I don't want to say here, but she talks about the jealousy. It was every day. She felt bad for her. I feel like there was a financial issue that Erika needed help with, and Valeria's like, I got you. I'm going to pay you. I don't know if you guys know anything about her opening up and running like a TikTok shop, but that's something that Erika was going to do. There's also lots of like products, and I feel like her having her own makeup line, beauty products that were being produced that were on their way, but they were delayed, is what she's telling me. Erika also came up on money. So